Hopefully we're live now. Hopefully we have sound. Gotta figure out how to get to my comments.
Oh, happening now.
It says 0 viewers, so I suppose they gotta hop back on.
Don't worry, you're good.
No, I'm not. I don't know how to share a screen.
Alright, I'm gonna hang up, because you're good. And Jerry's here, she says hi.
Hi, Jerry. All right, looks like we got a couple people on here. I apologize for our technical difficulties. We're just going to go through a few things to press, and then we'll try to do these more weekly so we can get a little more experience in doing these. Excuse me. I'm Arnold Volker, owner of Next Innovations, and we're just going to talk about some Q&A things with our Cottage Blanks. We have a press set up back here. Actually, while I was getting started, we actually pressed a few flip-flop ornaments. So maybe try to press a few more things. We actually start with a Nomax pad. That's a 1/4 inch thick. And then we have regular paper. So we're going to lay the pad down. We have a geonite press. And we're going to press a couple campers. So we have some camper ornaments that are kind of cute. This is kind of an example of what they will look like when they're done. We're going to lay that paper down first, and then the metal. If it was a two-sided part, you'd fold it over so it hit both sides. We're going to put craft paper down again, and we're going to press for 3 minutes and 45 seconds at 385 degrees. We'll kind of get that started. Yeah, thanks, Jerry. So you got your Nomax from Condi. I was going to show you guys a video of our factory. Some of you that have been on Cottage Blanks before might have seen that, so that's okay. If you have any questions, you can just type them in the comments. One of the things that I wanted to cover is how to remove paper stick. And so here's an example. One of the last videos we had some paper that was stuck on here. And we're actually just going to use Windex. And you literally would just spray the Windex on the paper and just soak it, and it just literally comes right off. Paper sticks do happen. Sometimes it's humidity, sometimes it's too much pressure, but just simple spray bottle will take the paper stick right off. Janine, thank you. You looks like you just sold a spinner. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that. I mean, if there was a way we could actually share a picture of what you created, that would be cool. Looks like we have a few more people joining us. So we have some things on the press right now. We do have stands for our wind spinners. So here's a wind spinner stand that you can get. There's a wind spinner that we just pressed earlier. We have many different styles of ornaments. Jerry asked, does the Windex trick work with most metals? Yes, it should work with, you're just soaking the paper and the paper is just coming off. So yes, it should work. Okay. But here's some ones that we pressed earlier. So we have some flip-flops. Like I said, the camper. We do have state shapes. A snowflake style ornament. We have some cute little leaves. So while we're waiting on the press, we're also going to talk about a what is the cost of a cottage blank? Where we have hundreds of different blanks, so we'd have to go to our website, cottageblanks.com, or Metal Art Maker. There's many different prices. So here's a wind spinner. This is actually the 10-inch. Here's the paper. And in our case, we have paper long enough so we'll end up folding it in half. Otherwise, you can tape it. Typically, I'll wear gloves because it's coming off at almost 400 degrees. You'll lift your press up. Take your paper off. And the part literally should just come right off the paper. And here's our hot off the press little ornament. And I'll throw a wind spinner on there. Same pressure. We'll lay the spinner on. Make sure there's no paper or anything in the way. Make sure it's all the way on the press. Make sure it's lined up. Lay our paper back down. We'll get that started. Look and see if we had any other questions. Here's some cute ones that we have done. There's a dog, cute little leaf version. Flip-flops, I think I might have showed that one before. A few other examples of leaves, cute little leaves. If anybody has any questions, I'd love to answer them while we're here. We did talk a little bit, if you're just joining us, about paper sticks, and you can just use a spray bottle with Windex. This one's got kind of a solution of Windex and water. Just spray the paper and soak the paper, and it'll come right off. We're waiting for the press to go off. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. Any new products coming up? Thank you, Janine. You're helping me out there. We do have some new things in our catalog as far as new images. As far as Cottage Blanks, we're going to continue to add images out there for you to purchase. There are some free downloads. There's a wind spinner download right now, and then I believe a Christmas stocking wall art, which you can see in the background, is kind of a 3-prong. We have a 3-prong, a 5-prong, and then there's an accessory rack more for key racks and things. We do have some larger things as far as some new mermaid shapes and things like that. Does the Nomax pad allow you to do both sides at once? Really, it's having the paper on there. The Nomax pad just gives you a cushion, so that doesn't really matter if you're doing one side or both. But you just have to have paper on both sides of the part. Thank you for the comment on the Santa rack. Basically, the ornaments, as far as paper, if you were doing it two-sided, you would just have two pieces of paper, and if you have a large enough printer, it would be a continuous print, and you just fold it over. But yeah, hit me up if you have more questions. We're located in Walker, Minnesota, so if anybody's up this way, definitely come look us up. We'll give you some tours. Janine, do you have the new camper ornament? So we have the camper ornament. Somebody just joined us. Flip-flops, state shapes. The minimum for your state is 12, so you just have to call in, and Erica can post that maybe in the comments or phone number. So state shapes, a minimum of 12. You get better pricing if there's 100. Leaf shapes, snowflake. I think that's all the different ones for ornaments. I'm going to take the wind spinner off. Putting back on my gloves, and sometimes you'll get paper sticks just if you don't get on it right away, like that one I didn't. So I'm glad this is happening. So a little bit of paper stick. Actually, the paper all came off. It just came off a little hard. So the sooner you can get the paper off, the better. Kind of a cool little had her upside down there for a minute. Sorry, Santa. So basically, sometimes the paper comes off a little hard, but the faster you get the paper off, the better. 3-inch, the 3-inch size, that's something I don't have here. I guess I have one that's pressed. Thank you for bringing that up. Here's a small version of this, and we're calling that an ornament. A few other things, just some leather around our smaller man cave or little frames. How do you bend these? How do you bend the wind spinners? Basically, they'll ship to you flat. You'll press them flat, and literally, we do send instructions. Have the holes parallel to your fingers, so we'll have the holes horizontal, and then literally just press out with your thumbs on the bottom part of the wind spinner, bottom half of the round, and you want about a, I don't know, 3/4 inch gap, and it's literally that simple. And that is the cool thing. Thank you again, Janine, about the red. The cool thing about dye sublimation, especially on metal, because of the powder coating, it really gives it some vibrancy, and the colors are very, very cute. So you can also just flatten this back. So I'll show that again. Line up the holes, press with your thumbs. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold, you can bend it. You just don't want to bend it back and forth, back and forth. We do have a YouTube video showing how to bend. That's a great point. Along with your wind spinners, there will be a little key ring and clip that comes with it, and that's what makes it spin. So I'll just show you how to put those on. You have a little clip on here, and literally just clip it right to the part. I'll fan this one out so you can see it again. Just fan it out. Really simple, but you do get the swivel and the ring and everything with it. Okay. Don't have a lot of other things in here to press. Let me look here. We have a butterfly. We're going to press this butterfly quick with a bracket to maybe give us some questions on brackets. Threw that on there so we have something. Thank you, Leslie. So we'll get a little more experience as we do more lives. Thank you for your patience. We kind of got that going. Next time I'll learn how to share a screen and maybe do that. Some of you suggested doing it through Zoom. I seen it on here earlier, but now I don't see it. Can anybody put in the comments maybe what size printers they have? So if you could put that in there. Jerry asked the question, is there any sample artwork? We do have some free ones on our website that you can download for free, and then we do have some packages where you can download some images. And we'll continue to add more images. Ohio, yeah, we can definitely do the state shape of Ohio. Minimum is 12. If you do 100, you get a little bit better price. You can go to our website and download our Cottage Blanks catalog. I don't see if I have one in here. We have lots of different things. Here's a larger wall art camper piece. It's got a door in a sense. It kind of gives it that 3D effect. There's a bracket on here which we're pressing an item right now. And that bends around in a U and it holds it off the wall. Nobody asked this question, but we do have these 3 hook Christmas ornaments, stocking holders, and it comes with a tool. So when you order them and put your own images on, you can bend it around. It gives it that hook effect. Okay, it looks like we got a few people. You got an 8-inch wide press. Thank you, Erica, for posting the catalog. Got another minute on the press. Covered paper sticking. We covered wind spinners. We covered 3-hook coat racks, how to bend those. We do also have a key rack bender. There's an example of basically a ornament key rack, for accessories, so you can hang necklaces and things on that. Again, this just pops in there and bends over. That's how you would make the hooks all bent uniformly, but you do get, I think these sell in a 12-pack, and you get the bender with it. Okay, any other questions? Kind of show you this butterfly that we got coming off. check out my butterfly. Put the gloves back on. And this one is actually a clear. I think everything else I was pressing was white. And you'll know if you get a good press. Another thing to talk about is basically you can see all the ink came off your paper. So if you had any issues with maybe pressure or something like that, length of time, you would see some ink still on the paper. Here's the butterfly that we just pressed, and that actually is a clear coat. And so you actually see the translucence or the actual metal. Some of our larger items we actually hand grind, and that's what gives it that kind of reflection of the light. I'm going to bend this bracket just so you can see it kind of bends straight up, and then you can bend it into a U, or you could bend it into a Z. So just whatever kind of fits best placement of how you're doing it. You can kind of see that bracket there. Same with the wings on all of the cool thing on all of the metal is you can actually form the wings and bend them, so you get that 3D effect of the butterfly. Okay. Do we have any other questions? Cute, lots of different things you can do for the holidays. Little snowman here. For those of you, we do have a 10% off code. It's Friends21. Erica just posted that a little bit earlier, so definitely take advantage of that. Garden stakes, since we're on there, we talk about garden stakes. We do have lots of different garden stakes. There is a stake that comes with it. You would press it either two-sided or one-sided, that's up to you. These tabs bend down and your stake goes through. So again, very simple. You don't need a separate tool. It's just a 3/16 inch rod that goes through there. Larger items, we always are coming out with new larger items of our own. Here's a We the People that's completely cut out of a tattered flag. Here's a two-tone wind spinner. So earlier we pressed just a white one. Here's one that's actually both. We have that only available in the 8-inch. Just to kind of give you some different images, here's some new kind of a sneak peek of our own product line, because we have our own product line and all these different images of our own that we came up with. Here's kind of a sneak peek on a butterfly. I think there was a question on how do we come up with our artwork. We actually have our own graphic artist in house, and we create our own through Illustrator. We will be offering some of our graphics online, and so you'll be able to look them up that way. I think somebody commented earlier on the reds. Reds definitely can kind of pop, and these are all clear, and you can see the grind pattern in the reflectivity there. Here's a different cross that we had pressed on a previous one. So definitely can see when you bend them, it's kind of cool. You can see how the light refracts. So make sure I'm getting all your comments. Thank you for the comment on the flag. Yeah, I really like that tattered one. We do have lots of different versions of the flag with our graphics, just to give you some ideas. So if you look on our website, Next Innovations or metalartmaker.com, you can see all it gives you different ideas for graphics. And like I said, we'll continue to add some that'll be available for you guys to purchase. Butterflies, we have lots of different sizes. That's why some of them are pretty big. Okay. I don't know if we have any other questions out there. Kind of got off to a poor start. I apologize for that. Yeah, the flag is called the Tattered Flag. Depending on the size of your printer, I don't know, Erica, you can post in the comments the size of that tattered flag, but it's fairly good size. I want to say it's roughly 16 by 23, and that does have brackets, so it can be bent, kind of holds it away from the wall. And then you might see these on some of ours. It's the little kicker tabs that also are bent out at a 90, and that just holds the whole part evenly away from the wall. Okay, the other when will you have the artwork available? There is artwork available out there now. Of our existing things, like the tattered flag and images that we have that we are currently selling, those we will not be making available. It's only other images that we're not offering to our customers. So, for example, on the wind spinner, there's the heart shape flag out there. So just continue to watch the website, and you'll see more graphics coming up. I think there's some coat rack or Christmas stocking images out there. Yeah, Cottage Blank Tattered Flag is 24 by 16. And those of you that do a lot of reselling, you know, go to flea markets and fairs, you could set up a wholesale account. You don't have to set up a wholesale account to get the best pricing on Cottage Blanks. That is a wholesale price. Thank you very much for the demo. I appreciate that, Jerry. Thank you for your patience. It was kind of a lot going on today, and I wasn't maybe as prepared as I should have been. So unless there was any other questions, we'll be posting more of these and lives when we're going to have them. I think we're going to try to do them weekly. I appreciate your patience. Thank you for joining us here in Minnesota, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.